Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Saturday, July 9th. Much of the same conditions that we saw yesterday, so again, a red flag warning is in effect for the Utah border, southern region today, and well into Nevada and Utah, with some thunderstorms to the north, with continued warm and dry weather, with even increasing temperatures as we get towards midweek next week. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today: showers and thunderstorms this afternoon should be contained up in Custer and Lemhi County North, Montana border region in that area, with a marginal risk for severe storms again just north of Challis. With those stronger storms, could see some strong wind gusts, hail, and brief moderate rain with some of those stronger storms. We also have a red flag warning in effect from noon until 9 o'clock today for Idaho Fire Weather Zone 427. That area is going to be that Goose Creek, Raft River Valley area through the southern Sawtooth National Forest, so those in the Magic Valley just south of the Snake River. Afternoon highs today will be in the 80s to mid-90s, with increased fire danger across much of our area below 6,000 feet. Brief cool down over the next couple days into Sunday and Monday, but we're going to see those breezy winds continue into tomorrow. Heat dome arrives for next week, so that's going to bring with it some heat risk concerns. Due to some high-pressure ridge, which is going to bring abundantly clear skies and much quieter winds to start off next week, with temperatures rapidly climbing as we get towards Tuesday and Wednesday. Afternoon highs will be about 10 to 15 degrees above normal in the 90s to low triple digits, with some monsoonal moisture arriving around midweek, around that Wednesday-Thursday timeframe. Satellite this morning, so this is the first morning in a while. We haven't actually seen any showers materialize this morning, mostly just very dry southwest flow kicking across much of our region this morning. Starting to see a little bit of increased cloud cover up in these central mountains north, up near Salmon, but outside of that, should see afternoon thunderstorms kicking off shortly after noon time today up in this general area. Weather risk outlook today. So main concerns just means centered around that red flag warning and continued breezy conditions, with some afternoon storms across the central mountains, eastern highlands, and some of those more severe storms potential is again confined up in Lemhi County. For Sunday, those showers shift further east, so we're starting to see those showers, just a little bit of lingering showers across the eastern highlands, Montana and Wyoming border region, but continued breezy winds for Sunday. Overall, pretty pleasant day to get outside, especially on Monday. Temperatures will be slightly cooler during the Sunday and Monday time frame in the upper 70s to low 90s, so slightly cooler temperatures for those 2 days. But we start to see some potential heat advisory concerns beginning as soon as Tuesday, with the breezy winds working back in for Wednesday. So a slight break from the wind again Monday, Tuesday, but winds will arrive back for your Wednesday. Watches, warnings, and advisories in effect right now. So we do have a red flag warning in effect for much of western Utah, eastern Nevada, and here in southern Idaho as well. We do have a lake wind advisory in effect as well for the American Falls Reservoir for some gusty afternoon winds. But outside of that, main concerns today are just going to be centered around winds, the red flag warning, and some of those stronger storms up towards Salmon. Here's a look at the lightning and max wind gusts we saw yesterday. So across much of the Snake Plain, again, gusts up to about 40, 45 miles an hour. Some of those stronger gusts up to 50 were confined generally in southern Montana. But outside of that, much of the lightning activity, again, maybe just one strike there in Custer County. But up in Lemhi County, it was much more active, especially further north as you head up further towards Missoula. Severe weather outlook today. So again, the chance for those strongest thunderstorms is going to be through about the McCall through Salmon area here in Idaho, with a much better chance as you get towards central Montana. That threat shifts further east for tomorrow, so by Sunday we're just having just a slight chance for some thunderstorms across the eastern highlands, with a better chance in the Uintas and Yellowstone region. High temperatures and mid-RH today, so afternoon highs today will be slightly cooler in some areas, but again, mid-80s to mid-90s, so pretty much what we've been seeing over the last couple of days. Hit 98 degrees here in Pocatello, so very warm yesterday, but we will see those temperatures at least fall maybe by a few degrees today, but continued very dry conditions will help to accelerate fire weather concerns over the weekend. Wind gusts this afternoon, we're going to see some widespread gusty winds up to about 30 to 35 miles an hour. Some locally higher gusts, again, out towards the INL, Arco Desert area, about up to 40, 45. But outside of that, just an overall another breezy day here in Idaho. Temperatures for tomorrow, so noticeably cooler air is going to move in for tomorrow, associated with a shortwave trough flattening the upper extent of this ridge of high pressure that's currently giving us that very warm temperatures. So what this means is a little bit more northerly air is going to bring temperatures back into the mid-70s to upper 80s. So we lose 90s for at least one day in the forecast for Sunday, with a continued very dry weather. At least seeing some improvements, especially down further south for relative humidity. So a slightly more moist air mass moves in for Sunday, but again, still seeing some areas less than 15%, but certainly not as widespread in coverage. Wind gusts on Sunday, again, that potential about up to 30, 35 miles an hour across much of the Snake Plain and higher terrain. So keep it with that breezy wind threat through Sunday, but winds do drop off for your Monday and Tuesday. High temperatures on Monday, keep it with much of the same, if not just adding a degree or two. So we're back in the upper 70s, 80s, and near 90 degrees for your Monday. That's what's shown in Pocatello. But we are going to see that dry air start to work back in, so we're starting to see those relative humidities fall again below that 15% threshold for much of the Snake Plain and southern lower elevations. And on Tuesday, this is going to be that start of the warming trend, so potential heat advisory concerns Tuesday onward for next week. So afternoon highs will warm by about, upwards of 10 degrees in one day for Tuesday. So we're looking at a very warm air mass that's going to be advected further north from Utah and Nevada. So seeing those temperatures soar into the mid-80s. Many places are now in the 90s, approaching 100 degrees further south in the lower Snake Plain and Magic Valley with very dry air in place. On Wednesday, this looks like it's going to be the warmest day of the week next week. Been seeing this at least in the last few forecasts verifying as far as one of those warmer days. So upper temperatures are going to be well into the 90s for just about everybody. Island Park will squeak away with 89 degrees on that day. But just for everybody else, it looks like we'll see a potential for 90 degrees, pushing about 100, 102 as you get further southwest. Continued very dry air mass in place for Wednesday, and with some breezy wind potential, this will kick off again some fire weather concerns as we get towards midweek with some gusty winds up to about 30 to 35 miles an hour. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, so this is keeping with the trend at least for some warmer temperatures as we go through July 14th through 18th. At least favored above normal temperatures are continuing through the middle part of July. But precipitation, we are seeing at least a signal for some slight precipitation impacts over here over the coming weeks with some monsoonal moisture push into some of our area. Not seeing a huge trend, especially in QPF, outside of some dry afternoon thunderstorms working through next week. But outside of that, it looks like there's at least carrying a slight chance for some precipitation back into our region. 8 to 14 keeps with those above normal temperatures, and we're seeing a similar trend on that, so just keeping with those warmer temperatures through mid-July, and returning to some more near-normal conditions, starting to see that high-pressure ridge build to our west here, which is going to kick some of that monsoonal moisture further east of the Rockies as we get towards the later part of July. And in summary, this morning, do some showers and thunderstorms out there this afternoon. Location for those is going to be Custer and Lemhi County North, Montana border region, with a marginal risk for some of those stronger storms north of Challis today. Red flag warning is in effect, so this will be day 2 of the red flag warning in effect for Idaho Fire Weather Zone 427. It's a Goose Creek, Raft River Valley area through the southern Sawtooth National Forest. And overall, today should be a pretty pleasant day in the 80s to mid-90s. And again, we're just seeing some increased fire weather danger below 6,000 feet with some breezy to locally gusty winds. Brief cool down for your Sunday and Monday. With a heat dome arriving for next week, we're going to see those afternoon high temperatures soar Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with potential heat advisory concerns for that time frame, so stay tuned. But that wraps up your weather briefing for today, Saturday, July 9th. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome day.